What's up guys, it's Nick, and today I wanted to have a video showing you guys the different affordable makeup products that are really good in the market, especially if you want to look glam in a budget. So all of the products that are on my face right now are very much affordable. Either you could buy them in SM, Watsons, or in online shops that will deliver the products to you within a few days. Actually, shout out to the Makeup Box PH. Here's their Instagram right here. They actually provided a lot of the Colourpop goodies in this video, and I'm super thankful because I really like Colourpop products. They're super affordable, so make sure to check them out. And actually, at the end of this video, I'm giving away one eyeshadow palette from Colourpop, so make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video on how you can win that. But yeah, if you guys want to know how you can be glam within a budget, then keep watching and make sure you subscribe down below. Before anything else, as much as possible, I post videos once a week, so you don't want to miss out on that. So yeah, I'll shut up now and let's get into the makeup look. So we're starting off with the bare face, and first and foremost, you have to make sure that your skin is moisturized. So just put on your favorite moisturizer, and that could actually be like your primer. But if ever, an affordable primer that's good is the Baby Skin Pore Eraser, and it's super easy to just get it. And this just helps smooth out the skin so that the foundation will be able to go on smoothly on top. Foundation, I always go back to my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. You can always rely on it. Like whatever I do on my face, I know it's gonna stay there. It's not going to cake up. It's super smooth to apply. It's gonna glide on your face smoothly, and at the same time, it's going to blur any imperfections that you have. I am using a super affordable like dupe for a beauty blender, which is the Real Techniques sponge. It's super like inexpensive compared to the beauty blender, and it works just as well. And actually, I find that this foundation is quite buildable. Like if you want it to be like medium coverage or light coverage, you can do that. But if you want like a really full coverage, I feel like you can achieve it. So of course, we have to put that on the neck area. Yeah, and I really like that it sticks true to what it says, that it's Fit Me, because it really fits your skin tone really well. And then for concealer, I have two options for you guys. I have the NYX HD Studio Concealer, which is like more full coverage compared to the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I feel like this one is more of like a natural medium coverage. Like if you just want to like be a little bit conservative, and if you don't have that much to cover up, and then this is good. But what I do is that I feel like this one is like too heavy sometimes, that I have to mix them both. So it really depends on your preference. So I'm doing like a triangular motion like this, and then I just put the NYX at the outer edges like that, and then a little bit put on my forehead and nose. We need to do that so that the highlight is balanced out. We don't want just white under eyes and then the rest of our face is just one color. So this really helps in creating that dimension. So I'm just blending it again with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. So we have our base on, but of course we have to make sure to set that. So it's very important that you have a good powder to set all of this in place, or else it will move around. So my favorite loose setting powder that I've always talked about is the Cody Airspun powder. It's super affordable compared to like the more expensive powders like the Laura Mercier setting powder. I also like it because it's not too white under the eyes. I feel like it still has that peachy undertone, which really helps combat like the darkness under the eyes. What I do is also look up and then like pounce that powder under the eyes so that there aren't any creases throughout the day as much as possible. I have remaining powder on the lid, so might as well use that. So I'm going to use like a big fluffy powder brush, and I'm just going to swirl that on the lid, just tap that off and put it on the other parts of my face. If you're oily like me, this is an important step. And if you're just basically living in the Philippines, you have to set your face, or else you're an oil slick. And then of course, I'm very distracted with my brows right now, and I need to fill them in. And what I've been using for the longest time is the Maybelline Fashion Brow Kit. I've been basically using these two shades. What I do is I use the darkest shade, which is the wax. I put that to outline my brows first and fill them in, and then I use the powder to make sure that the wax isn't gonna move and that it sets. It also brings that brownish shade into my eyebrows because I don't want it to be like just super dark. So let's just speed through the other brow in 3, 2, 1. The power of editing. I wish that I could do my brows in just a snap. Before we move on to the rest of the face, I'm going to do the eyes. I usually always have to wear eye primer on my eyelids because I have oily eyelids. So whatever I put on the eyes, it will just go down my cheeks or it will just crease all over the place. I always have to put an eye primer, and it is the L'Oreal Magic Decrease. I found this online by resellers who buy L'Oreal from the States, and they're able to sell this one. So if you find it, grab it. She's going to use the L'Oreal Magic Decrease eye base. So it just sets really fast, so I need to blend it right away. And then just make sure that you set that with the powder. So I'm just going to use the Cody Airspun powder and just set that. Okay, so we can now move on to the exciting part, which is eyeshadow. So I actually partnered with the Makeup Box PH, and they sent me a lot of Colourpop goodies, and I really actually like Colourpop before they send me the products. And the great thing is with their shop, so it's an Instagram shop, you could easily go through their Instagram and then go through like the Colourpop products without the hassle of buying from the US website. The great thing about Colourpop is that it really has a lot of really good affordable makeup, but it still has that top-notch quality. I'm so happy that the Makeup Box PH sent me the Dream Street palette from KathleenLights and the Colourpop collab, because I'm so excited. I've been wanting to get my hands on this. Actually, it has a lot of like versatile shades that you could look into, whether you want to do a natural eye or want to do like something more adventurous. Actually, stay tuned till the end of the video because I'm giving away one Dream Street palette for one of you guys, which is so exciting, you guys. So yeah, I'll share with you guys how I'll make use of this palette on my eye look right now. Usually always just put like a brownish shade on my crease as my transition shade so that everything will blend seamlessly together when I put on the other shades. By the way, I'll put all of the prices in my description box below, so make sure you check that out. So I'm just going to deepen up the crease a little bit and just create that dimension using this like reddish brownish shade in the palette. And then I'm so intrigued by this shade right here. It's like corally reddish shade. So I'm going to put it right here just to have that like pop of like pink right over here. It kind of like opens up the eye a bit, like it's not too dark. Then I really want to use this like rose gold shade over here. I've been wanting to try this. I'm going to try to use the new Colourpop shader brush that KathleenLights also recommended. And then what I usually do is just actually use my ring finger and just dip it in the shade and just like tap it even more, and this helps make it even more intense, making it look more bright. Just going to blend everything out. And then I'm going to use this shade. It's brighter, so it's going to be really good for the inner corner highlight. Pop it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so intense. And then to balance everything out, I need to put everything that I put on my upper lid area into my lower lash line. I feel like I want to add a little bit of dimension in my outer corners. I'm going to get this darker brown shade. And then I'm just going to apply like the creamy shade for my brow bone highlight. I'm going to brace myself and put on eyeliner. I'm going to use the Maybelline Hypersharp eyeliner. Now the challenge is to make this other eye symmetrical to this eye. I'm so happy with myself. They actually look similar. Thank you to all the saints and the gods for helping me in this moment. After this, I put on mascara, but then I just want to make sure that the eyeliner is super dry and it's not gonna move anywhere before I do that. So what I do is I just finish the rest of my face first and then do the mascara last. For my bronzer, I'm going to use the Colourpop. It's this bronzer right here. This is one that KathleenLights recommended for bronzer. I really like it because it's not matte, but it's not shimmery either. It's like right in between. It doesn't give you hardcore contour. It gives life to the face in the most subtle way. Swirl it on under my cheekbones and just bring it up here to my forehead and then bring it to my jawline a little bit. Gives a little bit of dimension there. See right there, this is with bronzer and this is without. It's like here I'm like fierce, and then here that was like Before, I was actually scared of using bronzer because I felt like it was just gonna make me look dark. But then now I can't do without bronzer now. The bronzer really helps in just making your skin look more human-like, I guess. So I usually just sweep a little bit on my nose area, because you know when you take pictures and then your nose is just somewhere like it's gone, it's because it's just like foundation and concealer and powder, and it just drowns out in the picture. So it really helps if you just put a little bit of bronzer right there. For blush, my die-hard favorite is still going to be the Milani Luminoso shade. This is the perfect peachy, glowy shade. It has a little bit of shimmers in it, but not too much. And then the most exciting part, which is highlight. So actually, Makeup Box also sent me this Inudendo highlight palette. It has a lot of like highlight undertones that you can choose from depending on the shade of your skin. For me, like I noticed that peachy gold undertones really work for me. So I really like that there's a lot of highlights that you can choose from or mix together so that you can find like the perfect shade for your highlight. Before I use the powder highlight, I'm actually going to use another Colourpop highlight, which is the Super Shock Cheek highlight in the shade Wisp. So I usually put this first and then put a powder highlight on top because I want to make sure that my highlight is as beaming as possible. I get my Real Techniques beauty sponge and I just put that on this cheek highlight. It really gives you that wet highlight look, so it looks more like it's a part of your skin rather than sitting on top of it. You can actually just stick with this highlight if you want it to be more natural, but more highlight the better. I'm going to mix On Tempo and Morning After. It's these two shades right here. I'm actually also going to use a Colourpop brush that KathleenLights recommended I wanted to try out. So she said that it's really perfect for packing on that highlight over here. So it really helps you create that precise highlight. So usually just put it a little bit on the tops of my eyebrows as well. If I could just douse myself in highlight, I would do it. So I use my beauty sponge and just make sure that it's all meshed well together. And then I'm going to curl my eyelashes and finish off this makeup look. Then I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. If you haven't seen my review yet about this mascara, spoiler alert, I love this mascara, but if you guys want to know more why, then you guys should definitely check out my full review on this mascara right here. So next is lip color. Makeup Box PH also sent me like 5 ultra matte lip piece right here. Almost always wearing nude shades, so I really like that it's a wide variety of like brownish, peachy, pinkish shades. This one is Up All Night, Midnight Snack, WYD, Buffy, and Jill. I'm going to try the shade Buffy. I think I just want it to be a little bit glossy. I'm just going to add Moonchild, which is the ultra glossy lip. Okay, so I realized I wasn't recording, but basically I just sprayed setting spray all over my face, and then I got my beauty sponge again while it's drying on my face. I just pounced it a little bit on my face just to make sure that everything is as blended as possible, because the wetness of the setting spray really helps in meshing all of your makeup together, and plus your setting spray really helps in lock in your makeup. Okay, so this is it for the makeup look. Now we go into the giveaway. So I have a fresh unopened Dream Street Colourpop KathleenLights eyeshadow palette ready to give to one of you guys, and it's super easy to join. All you have to do is first you have to make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Hit that red button right now to make sure you're a subscriber, and then second you have to follow my Instagram page, which is at That's So Nick, and third is you just have to follow on Instagram the Makeup Box PH, and you're gonna see like they have a lot of Colourpop goodies that you want to get your hands on. And then lastly, I just want you guys to comment down below any video requests you guys want to see from me, whether it's tutorials, hauls, challenges. I really want to hear from you guys. So just a recap: subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my Instagram page, follow the Makeup Box PH Instagram page, and 4, comment down below any of your video requests that you want to see from me next. I hope you guys enjoyed this glam makeup look in a budget. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys! And I'm just gonna, so yeah.